Okay, so hello there guys and welcome back to a new episode. In this one we are looking at Galaxy Next Generation into the next week and what I personally can anticipate this one doing. Well guys, you already know that I am not a financial advisor, but if you think that you might enjoy hearing somebody else's opinion on the stock, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel because of course we do talk about Galaxy and many other stocks on pretty much a daily basis and we make multiple videos per day, so it would be appreciated if you could just take a second to press that little red subscribe button and help to grow the channel. So with that being said, of course if you do want to come talk to us on Discord, link to the Discord is in the description, and now that we've got all that out of the way, let's jump straight into the video. So guys, with this one, what I first want to do is provide a bit of background context, and of course in the past week we've seen Galaxy Next Generation's stock price increase by over 100%. Now the current price of the share is only 6 cents, so it is still relatively cheap, but we can see that only at the start of this week it was around the 2 cent mark or the 3 cent mark, so things really have picked up by a very significant amount, and I think this was bound to happen. I've been talking about Galaxy Next Generation for quite some time. Last time we looked at it only a few months ago, it was sat about a 2 cent range, and I said then, I think for what the fundamentals are, this one was extremely cheap, and I think it was definitely at a discounted price then. I've said it before and I will say it again, I think now at 6 cents we are still at a relatively cheap price. Don't get me wrong guys, Galaxy is still one of these speculative plays. It could go either way, we just don't know how it is going to move in the future, but personally I am optimistic and I do see a lot of potential in this company going forwards. So looking at Galaxy into the next week, I think we do have a big catalyst coming up, which is of course those earnings, which are coming out on the 16th, which is the Tuesday, and that will really have a big effect on the next week in my personal opinion. I think a lot of people are anticipating some good things going into the next earnings report. I think that is why a lot of people have bought in the past week, and I think that's not a bad thing at all, and I personally do believe that these earnings are probably going to be pretty positive this week, because obviously with a lot of schools being online, a company like this is going to pick up a lot of different contracts, and that has been the case, so I would like to see revenue be quite good this period. I think if that is the case, it will influence next week in a very positive light. So I think that next week's earnings are really going to affect this one. I would like to see them positive, and personally I do anticipate them being positive. I think if that is the case, we are hopefully going to be on the hype train, starting to build that traction with Galaxy Next Generation stock, and hopefully building this one up to about the 10 cent range, because I do really think that the potential for the stock is there going forwards, because in my personal opinion the fundamentals are pretty fantastic. So what would I do with Galaxy going forwards? I would definitely say that into next week it could be a buy. If the earnings are positive in my personal view, I think it is an indication of things to come. I would definitely buy this one under the 10 cent range. If it does remain under that 10 cent range, it would be as good as possible, but obviously it all depends on how these earnings are. Like I said, in my personal view, I do believe that they will be positive, but there is also that small chance that they could be negative earnings, or at least lower than people do anticipate, and that could also send the share price into the red. Now I would not like to see that happen, but even if it was to happen guys, I definitely think it would present a new opportunity to buy the dip, which would be another fantastic chance to get in on Galaxy Next Generation if you haven't bought it previously. So into the next week I can see growth coming. I think it might be quite significant growth, but even then guys, I think that's not really what we are anticipating with Galaxy, because Galaxy in my personal view at least is more of a long-term hold, as I personally believe that the fundamentals are there for this company to see a price of maybe around 10, 20, 30 cent, maybe even 50 cent going forwards into the next 6 months, and potentially even $1 in the next year. I know that's a very high estimate, it is a very high estimate even in my opinion, but I don't think it's impossible, because I do think this company at the current price of about 6 cents is pretty undervalued, and I would like to see the share price increase going into the next week. I definitely think there is a possibility of that happening. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Tell me what you think Galaxy is going to do in the next week. It would be appreciated if you could drop us a comment down below. With that being said, if you did enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in the next one in just a bit. Thank you for watching. See you then.